So we've been talking about the all-digital future that's inevitable at this point. We've seen the financials from some of these different companies where upwards of 60, even 70% of sales are just on their digital storefronts. And, well, we have some digital edition systems at launch. So I kind of think this is the final generation for physical discs of these different games. And the PS6 and whatever Xbox calls their next system will just be all digital devices out of the gate, and there won't be one that takes a disc. But for now, we still at least have that option. But there was some news that came out today, and then we got an update with it, but it kind of set the internet on fire there for a moment, as it looked like Redfall was not going to have a physical disc at retail. You would indeed be buying a code in the box. Well, we got an update from Bethesda. We're going to go over all of this though here today, just to kind of get all this news straight so we know where we are with Microsoft's next big title with Redfall. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the Spawnwave Plus channel. So over here, this was on VGC. This is the headline that really got people talking and excited and jumping all over the place online. It looks like Redfall's physical version includes a download code instead of a disc. That's not necessarily new. We've seen games that come out for the different platforms, and it's just a code in the box. And that even goes to like the Switch. There are some games where they don't even bother putting it on a cartridge most times because it's just too expensive to do so. It's just too big of a file, right? So to see Redfall not have that physical version, after what happened with Halo, by the way, with Halo Infinite, did not have the entire game on the disc. It was very strange. We've seen cases with Call of Duty where they have 70 megabytes on the disc, and it's basically just a glorified installer. It launches and then it just downloads everything from their servers. So seeing this, it kind of felt like it was just the next step we were going to, right? We go from part of the game on the disc to an installer to just a code in the box. It's also more believable for Redfall because it's always online, even the single player aspect. You got to be online to play it. Again, kind of strange. There's a lot of questions around that, but we do have the update from Bethesda. They felt the need to because it did blow up online. Where they say the physical retail version of Redfall Xbox Standard Edition does come with a Blu-ray disc. The Byteback upgrade can be purchased separately. Within the Byteback upgrade, you will find a code that grants you the Byteback upgrade in-game items. Owners of the Xbox physical version of Redfall who wish to buy the upgrade can do so either digitally or at a participating retailer. The physical retail version of the PC version does not come with a disc of the game. I feel like most people on PC understand that and have moved past it. At least 99% of PC gamers are probably buying digitally off of storefronts like Steam or GOG. Although, I was at Best Buy the other day, and they do have like a little row of physical PC games, and it does say it comes with a disc inside. Ghostwire Tokyo was one of them. So I thought about buying it just to see it. It's weird we're to the position now where it's strange to see physical PC games in stores, when I remember back in the day there'd be an entire section of PC games. Those were the good days. But they do say the Xbox Standard Edition is the only SKU that provides players with a physical disc of the game. Now, the thing that's really funny about this is it was not hard to believe that Redfall might have just been a code in the box. Immediately people saw it and said, yeah, I could see that. And then they immediately obviously started tweeting about it, joking about it, being mad about it. Even I saw it and I was like, that's all digital future. I keep saying this. People tell me that, hey, we're going to have another generation where we will have discs and cartridges and all these. I'm telling you, the days are numbered for this at this point. I just feel like a lot of people that I see online definitely talk about the idea of just going all digital with their purchases going forward. Convenience, a big factor there. Now, I'm still curious, the release here for that disc after what we saw with Call of Duty, after Halo Infinite, and the fact that this is a live service title that will be completely reliant on servers existing in the first place to connect to. As soon as those servers go down or get shut off, which can happen pretty easily from what we're seeing with live service titles, except I guess this one is at the backing of Microsoft, so they can keep it up really as long as they feel the need to. But we could get to a point where, you know what, Redfall's run its course, it's time to shut these servers down, and then that disc that you have is basically a coaster. We've seen this with other titles, MAG, just off the top of my head, on the far back as the PlayStation 3. So I sort of think, because this is a live service game, and because there are going to be a ton of updates probably right away and then over the coming year, I think it's probably going to be an installer like Call of Duty where it's like 70 megabytes, 100 megabytes, something like that, pulls it off the disk, and then it immediately talks to a server and starts grabbing information. You download 60 or 70 gigabytes, right, worth of data there. And Gamefly did say that they were going to be renting this game, and that was like our first confirmation that, okay, there has to be a disk of some kind. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything will be on the disk. In fact, what's the point in putting everything on the disk if you need to be online to play it in the first place? So they assume you have an internet connection to play this live service title. So that's kind of my expectation now. Yes, we will have a disk in the case, but it's really going to be kind of useless at that point. And it's games like these that make even me go, well, why would I buy it physically? I might as well get it digitally. And in fact, for Redfall, I'll probably just download it on Game Pass and kind of move along from there. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below. Are you someone who is still buying physical copies of games, or are you even kind of succumbing to the all digital future, whether it's through Game Pass or maybe you're just buying digitally on PlayStation or the Switch primarily going forward? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.